Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Shahbaz Gill to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Shahbaz Gill's words. First of all, the countdown. 60 days to go. 60 days remain until Field Marshal Asim Munir's second retirement. That means today, exactly 2 months remain for the new army chief to arrive in the country. Now, let's see if the new army chief comes, or, as I told you earlier, the army chiefs with the Ibrahimic approach continue. See the glory of Allah. Those who have spent their whole lives calling Imran Khan a Jewish agent have today become number one in the whole world. I will just say this and leave it to you to think for yourself that Allah is the truth, and whoever digs a pit for someone else, the same happens to them. Strange and cruel fate is with the Sharif family as well. They have done a lot of injustice to Pakistan, but whatever oppression they have done individually to the people of Pakistan, it all will come before them. The naked and dirty pictures of other people's sisters and daughters were theirs, and those pictures were fake, obviously. They used to exploit people with helicopters. They used to put all sorts of accusations on people. Today, the whole world is accusing them in the same way. It's another matter that since the baton is running now, no one is openly speaking about what the real game is. But everyone knows what is going on inside the country, what is happening inside and outside the country, and the entire country's interests have been taken away by Field Marshal and the Sharif family's involvement in it, especially which personality among the Sharif family has the most involvement. Watch that. Then I think of Nusrat Bhutto, may she rest in peace, Benazir Bhutto, may she rest in peace. And when I look at their thrown-away, fake, naked, dirty pictures, I understand that Allah gives people their due in this world when they try to wrong His creation. So, the Sharif family, in every way, is collecting its share in this world. It is called karma. Karma is really biting them, and they can see it. And those accusations they used to make on Imran Khan and others, today, it's not accusations, but the very reason for those accusations that have put the seal of number one on their foreheads. Now, neither do they need to be told anything, nor do you need to say anything against them, nor do you need to accuse them, nor do they need to defend themselves. They will defend themselves anyway. Still, Khwaja Muhammad Asif, who is older than me, but his actions are such. See his latest tweet from Sialkot's Touch, "Oh my beloved homeland," and something else written. These people are shameless. They probably drank cold water last night. They drink cold water in small glasses at night. It affects their throat, then their brain, and then they write things like this. Otherwise, they know that they are completely exposed. They don't even wear underwear on their bodies with modesty, and yet they stand naked in the middle of the market. Despite that, just notice their creativity. But they trust that there are people in Pakistan who they can fool, and such agents are present who will be fooled by their hands. But in any case, Allah has left no stone unturned. Now, even if they defend themselves, people's public opinion will become clearer. Allah has ensured that the more they defend themselves, the more they will get trapped. Let's move on a little. First news from Adiala jail, where Imran Khan has made some important statements. First, he was told that slogans were raised against the leadership. Yes, slogans were raised against the leadership. I will also tell you what Imran Khan said later about the recent gathering held in Peshawar. But first, he took a swipe at the Field Marshal. He said that the FIA team came to me and asked 4 questions, and I will present these questions and my answers before you. Imran Khan said, and also told what answers he gave. The first question was, "Why do you tweet against the state?" Imran Khan said, "I am the former Prime Minister of the country and the leader of the biggest political party. I will openly talk about whatever I think is in the interest of my people. I am not anyone's slave to ask for permission whether I should talk about this or not. If your deeds are such, and some words of mine are in it, obviously I have tweeted, but without knowing how they told him to do so. They obviously told him that if the state works against the interest of the people, then I have to inform the people. So why do you think I am working against the state? If Field Marshal Asim Munir and some others are doing dirty work, and I am telling the people about it, how is this working against the state? This is my right. In Punjabi, you could say that Imran Khan asked them this. He didn't say this exactly. This is my understanding, that whether you are good or bad, at what message I give to my people. And if your deeds are really filthy, and because of me you get exposed, then fix your work. That was the answer to the first question. The second question was, why do you give such harsh statements on Afghanistan and foreign policy? Imran Khan said that when I was Prime Minister, there was an opposing government in Afghanistan. The Taliban are not against Pakistan. Today, Imran Khan said, the Taliban government there sympathizes with Pakistan. We treated them well, and they treated us well. But the government of Ashraf Ghani was pro-India and anti-Pakistan. Despite that, I kept going there and invited them, and because of that, we created a peaceful environment in our tribal areas near the Afghan border and overall in KP, which was never there before. We engaged with them even though we knew they were our opponents. We talked and we spent our time well. He said today there is a government in Afghanistan that sympathizes with Pakistan and Pakistanis, yet since Asim Munir came, he wants to start a war with them. First, the refugees who were here for 3 decades were not only expelled, but were humiliated and forced out to increase opposition. Drone strikes were carried out, and such language was used that opposition increased there. He said, how is this possible? A country that is our neighbour and shares a large border with us, how can we afford such behaviour with them? But if you do, what should I say? I will just tell what is better for my country. So, the policy on Afghanistan that I understand is in Pakistan's interest. I speak about it. Now, your Field Marshal has different aims, so what can we do? We will talk about that later. Aisha Siddiqua gave an interview again and said that Bagram Air Base is needed by America. America will not fight in Afghanistan directly. It will hire the Pakistani army. This is Aisha Siddiqua's statement. The Pakistani army will fight for Bagram Air Base. But obviously people here will sell some other oil to their own, and thus Pakistan will be dragged into another foreign war. That is what Aisha Siddiqua said. So Imran Khan spoke on foreign policy. Then he was asked, why do you call it Asim law? Why do you say there is Asim law in the country? Imran Khan said, what else is it? Am I pretending? Am I lying? Am I mistaken? Is there really no Asim law in the country? He said, the way I was taken from the High Court, the fake everything that was done in the name of May 9. And after that, it was put on Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. All the CCTV footage was hidden. Then the judiciary was looted, elections were rigged, and all the atrocities committed to break our party were done by Asim Munir so that he could get an extension and his term could be prolonged. He said they have done all kinds of oppression on me and caused severe torture to me and my wife. He said for 3 weeks he was kept in a small room whose door was not even opened. The electricity was cut off. Newspapers were stopped whenever they wanted. The television has been completely off for 7 or 8 months. He cannot talk to anyone. The people standing on security duty cannot talk. The rights given to ordinary prisoners are not given to me, nor to my wife, nor to Bushra. So he said, if this is not Asim law, then what other law is going on? Imran Khan spoke openly on this too. Then he was asked, why do you compare Sukur Dhaka and Asim Munir to Ayub Khan? This is the real issue. I told you on the first day that there is a strange matter here. They say the chief is the army. The army is the chief. Wherever the chief looks, the army looks there. So where Ayub Khan looked, look there now also. Why don't they look now? Why don't they take responsibility now, like Ayub Khan? Why don't they take responsibility like Yahya Khan? He was also chief is army, army chief. Wherever the chief looks, the army looks there. So look at the eastern Pakistan situation with General Rani and whatever happened there. Look at it carefully. Why don't they act on that? They don't even make them army chief. They are just generals. That's fine. Or dictators. That's fine. Or Khan. See, his name was hardly written as General or Khan. Now the drama started. His name was Khan. It seems like he was a civilian dictator. After that came Zia-ul-Haq and then Musharraf. Now notice that no one takes ownership of them. Rather, joining with them is considered an insult. They want others to do that work, but if you associate with them, it's considered an insult. Why do you do things that you get insulted? Imran Khan openly said what happened in Sukur Dhaka. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman had won the most seats. They took seats away from him. What was the purpose? Yahya Khan wanted to extend his rule. He said one day Yahya Khan was negotiating with Sheikh Mujib. The next day a military operation called Searchlight began and killings started. He said whatever Yahya Khan did then, Asim Munir is doing exactly the same now. So if I don't call them the same, then what else should I call their actions? Then he said, I am only repeating what is written in the Hamid Rahman Commission report. I speak those words. I don't do anything on my own. Then he obviously talked about the mental pressure and what is done to him in jail. Then he said, Asim Munir, if you want cricket to improve, remove Mohsin Naqvi from this position and appoint someone capable. The current team is very good, but Mohsin Naqvi has destabilised cricket. In 2021, we defeated India by 10 wickets. The same team has lost 6 matches now, meaning 6-0. We show planes. In the last 6 matches, we lost to them. Even if not 6, at least 5 matches. So this is the current situation that Imran Khan spoke openly about from jail. Now let's move on. The next news is very interesting that Imran Khan was told, or a complaint was made, take it either way, that slogans were raised against the leadership during the Peshawar gathering when leadership was addressing. Shoes were shown and much more was done. Imran Khan was told that there is division in the party, some people work against others, so the public raised slogans. Their expectation was that Imran Khan would scold some people harshly. Since Imran Khan is a political leader, okay, he is in jail, he has limited access, but he has the capability to analyze information well. So from inside jail, he said, this is a moment of reflection for leadership. He said, it is a moment of reflection for leadership that if slogans are raised against leadership in a gathering, leadership should think about what they are doing, that the people have moved away. He said, people should think. The people have gone ahead of leadership and become more committed. The public has moved ahead of you. Fix your path. Fix your direction. Instead of complaining or making statements outside, which are then presented in different ways, he said directly that leadership needs to improve their actions, improve their direction, improve their performance. If people are raising slogans against you, this is a moment of reflection. The people have moved ahead of you. So he gave a good dressing down to the field marshal and also to whoever complained. Then these rumours were also spread outside that during the meeting Imran Khan said that Halima Khanum interferes in politics, so she should not interfere in politics. Let this happen, let that happen. Now, who is the source of these rumours? And Halima Khanum always denies that she does politics, and she does not do politics. Despite that, these rumours keep spreading. This is beyond understanding. All right, moving on to the next news, let's quickly get a report from Kashmir. The Awami Action Committee in Kashmir has announced to continue their protest in Mirpur. Their shutdown was completely successful. You can say 40, 50, whatever small or big towns there are, everywhere there was a shutdown. A complete strike took place. Now, the people of Kashmir have decided that they will continue this work. They have to keep their protest ongoing. The Tehreek Tahafuz-e-Ain Pakistan and Achakzai, who heads PTI, are also part of this. They have supported the 38 demands of this National Unity Committee or the Awami Action Committee. They said that they support all these demands and they should be fulfilled. Now, on one hand, they say that they want to continue their protest, but on the other hand, our DG ISPR, Director General Inter-Services Public Relations, has done something strange. Actually, the move was very strange. Why strange? Because instead of pushing the political leadership forward, the DG ISPR himself stepped ahead. He went to Palandari and talked with the students. He spoke with the students just a few days ago. He discussed all the political matters, the Unity Committee, and the protests with them. The students asked why such restrictions, beatings and all this are being imposed. To that, he said that more than 30 to 40% of the people in Kashmir are government employees. So where will the salaries come from? To pay salaries, taxes have to be collected. Now, why would a politician say this? Why do you deliberately act in such a way that the public rejects your institution, or does something that makes people speak ill of your institution? The institution is not just yours, it's ours too. Why do you make it controversial? It was not your job to get involved with students like this. Fine, you want to sell the Indian clash. Keep selling it. But do you even know that there are protests happening? There has to be high-voltage politics there. People are fed up. There are 38 demands. You are giving your head, sacrificing yourself in front of them. They say if taxes aren't collected, then where will the salaries come from? If anyone protests, then they will be dealt with. Such things are being said there. I remember a very capable military officer. I remember his video statement. He said that nowadays it's fashionable to abuse the army, speak ill of it, and it goes on. That's why people say so. He must have said this a few years ago. But now it sounds very sincere, and we present these statements. If one of our DG ISPR's representatives watches our vlog daily and reports, then they should report in his service and tell Lieutenant General Ahmed Sharif Chaudhry that what this military officer is saying is true, and the reason why it is true is because you are getting involved in politics in Kashmir. Let the politicians talk. What did that military officer say? Listen carefully. If any small or big problem occurs anywhere in the world, they say it's the army's fault. That's why today, if you sit with me and then go out, 90% of people will say that the army is bad because it is sellable. These things are sellable nowadays. If you stand with the army and raise slogans, thousands will gather and say, "Very good." Everyone says they support this because it's popular. Everyone accepts and listens to it. But you all are elders, scholars, teachers, vice-chancellors, doctors, advocates. Your job is to protect this thing. If there is any mistake on our side, tell us for sure. But bring the truth in front of the people. I can't say anything bigger than this, that I am telling you with my chest out that the army's only goal is peace. I repeat, peace. The army has no other interest. Some say the army is after gas, some say minerals. What does the army want to do with gas or minerals? Yes, security is necessary when the government says they are selling pipelines. We have our blood on those pipelines, the blood of our children. All the developmental work there also has our blood. You heard it. Now they say it's fashionable. We do nothing. We are not involved in pipelines or culture. You yourself decide whether you do something in culture or not, because a few years ago a military officer told us that we have nothing to do with culture. Our field marshal even lifted the box and became a salesman himself in front of Trump, saying, "I will extract and sell minerals." So now you also think a little about the Huzur, the honoured one, in your call of fail. We are here to run our institution, except for a few top generals whose bad policies we criticise daily. But you all should also think about what is happening. What is the army chief's job? To sell metals and rare earth minerals and show pictures. And these officers say, "We have nothing to do with it, we only do security duty there." So the chief was giving security duty. But what DG ISPR is doing now, is that his job? People's emotions are already high in Kashmir. Anyone trying to deal with Kashmir in the same manner, I repeat, like what happened on November 26th, is not the well-wisher of Pakistan. Pakistan wants destruction. Make them realize and shame them. And what about the credibility of electronic media? False news has been spread all day. Everyone knows that there was a complete shutdown in Kashmir. The strike was very successful. A mysterious person tried to spoil the work, but the public stood firm. But the news on the media is that there was a failed protest at the Muslim conference's Aman rally in Muzaffarabad, and Joint Awami Action Committee's activists attacked after the protest. Such news is being spread. There is no shame. The whole world can see that the protest was very successful. Now false news is being spread about that. So may God protect us. I can only say that may God do good. All right, moving on. Shama Juneho, who turned out to be truthful, you can discredit her, criticize her, that's fine. Whatever country she works for or whatever she does, let's leave that aside for a minute. Whether she does it or not, we don't know. But one thing is true in the end. She was right. They disowned her. Since at least 2012, she has been insulting Imran Khan, PTI, Pakistan, along with the Noon League and the general establishment. But in one moment, they abandoned her. Soft words, good intentions, all colours fade in the first rain. So, in the first rain, all colours faded. They abandoned her in one moment. But now the evidence is coming out that she is telling the truth. She was taken with them, they supported her. Mr. Waqas, a journalist, wrote about the drop site and tweeted. He has provided documents proving that Shama Juneho was part of Shahbaz Sharif's delegation. Shahbaz Sharif knew about her, she was on his visa. Room number 618. Now the story of room number 618 is this. When the Prime Minister arrived, a folder with documents was given to him, listing who was part of his delegation. The full list is before you. The list shows who stayed in which room. Mr. Waqas has hidden some room numbers, which is understandable as he wouldn't want all the room numbers to be revealed. Khawaja Asif stayed in room number 606. Khawaja Asif says he was not in that hotel. Look carefully, Khawaja Asif stayed there. Room number 606. Ataullah Tarar stayed there as well. Syed Tariq Fatimi stayed there. Mr. Bilal bin Saqib, who is said to be the son-in-law of a corps commander in Peshawar, also stayed there. Then a name was rearranged for some reason by Mr. Waqas. I don't know why. The documents are his. Mr. Tipu Usman, Chief of State Protocol from the Foreign Office, and Miss Maliha Shahid, Joint Secretary Communication, were there. Then 2 names are removed. Probably either Mr. Waqas leaked the document and tried to hide those names, or they are his friends. Dr. Anas Iqbal Guraya, PSO to Prime Minister, SP Nisa Mahmood, CSO to the PM, SP Mughis Ahmed Hashmi, Additional Security Officer to PM, 2 SPs were there. Mr. Murad Khan, Political Secretary to the PM, whose name we heard for the first time, probably a private person, but also on your account. Mr. Zahid Safraz Azam, Assistant Secretary Protocol, Raja Muhammad Shahzad, Assistant Protocol, Mr. Mirajuddin, Protocol Assistant, Mr. Muhammad Umar, Protocol Assistant. All these protocol assistants basically manage the personal tasks of Shahbaz Sharif, not blocking roads or traffic. These are the friends from protocol who have to serve tea. Though the hotel is expensive and service is good, still, look at these 7 or 8 or 10 people brought along. Mr. Badar Shahbaz, Coordinator to PM, Mr. Umar Liaquat, PRO to PM, Mr. Muhammad Hamid Hassan, Media Officer, Miss Shama Junejo at 22nd position. A lot is going on. I don't know how many people or rooms are there. But Miss Shama Junejo was in room 618. 612 and 618 are 2 or 4 rooms, and you know hotels usually have odd numbers on one side and even numbers on the other. So 12, 14, 16, 18... You understand that 2 rooms are between Khawaja Asif's room and theirs. Khawaja Asif's room is 600-something, so 612, 606, etc. So you can understand the story between rooms 606 and 618 yourself. At least Shama Junejo turned out to be truthful that she was there, and all dealings were with the Prime Minister's delegation. They lied about her later. Maybe they didn't put her on the plane. That's another matter. But now this has become a thorn for the Noon League. Khawaja Asif has been completely proven to be a liar. Now, the last news quickly. Imran Khan's trial was going on last night at 7 p.m. The electricity went off for 9 hours. The judge said that they would not postpone it to another day. They waited. The trial was going on even at 7 p.m. Advocate Khalid Yusuf Chaudhry says this means the sentencing will happen quickly in the next 2 or 3 days, so Imran Khan will be sentenced soon. On the other hand, suddenly Ali Amin Gandapur's meeting was arranged. The purpose is that in the current situation, support is needed. You understand this number 66, 618, number 1. You need support in whatever is going on. So I think you will have to come up with a new game, a new trick. Hopefully Imran Khan can assess it. I say this hoping he doesn't have any infatuation from outside. Hopefully he will assess what is happening outside. So I hope at this moment extreme caution is necessary. That wraps up our translation of Shahbaz Gill's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.